Hi, Nicole. This is Carmen Trezo from your research course. This is my week two reflection regarding most specifically the research topic that I am thinking of doing for our major project in the class. It's something that I have explored in other courses in the MSW program. And so far, my research question is, why is there little to no research in the academy by Black women scholars regarding specifically um, sexual violence against Black lesbians? Um, and so that given that topic, my research so far has been in definitely a case study format. And so, some of the questions that I've had are are really about research design primarily, and whether or not this topic is something that I can move forward in my studies in this specific course, and really apply to all of the principles that you are putting forth for us in both a qualitative and quantitative framework. Um, I'm definitely interested in research. I I think given my strengths, both as a person and as a scholar, is definitely in the qualitative realm. And the authors that I'm going to draw my comments from in the next minute or so are Stryer, McKay et al., Mullen, and Kreisek and Finn, and also referencing the Wong article as well. Um, Given the topic, my variables at this point are existing research with an N of question mark. I think part of this project, if I were to choose this topic, would be a review of the literature, a more in-depth review of the literature to see if I could find anything by Black scholars, women scholars, regarding this specific topic of um, Black lesbian survivors of sexual assault, as opposed to Black lesbian survivors of domestic violence, intimate partner violence. My interest is to really hone in on sexual assault. My findings so far have found that the terminology sexual assault is being used by a handful of domestic violence agencies and shelters across the country, including Raphael House in Portland. They have a specific commitment to helping LGBT women survivors specifically of sexual assault, and a couple of other organizations across the country. Um, so, given that, one of the just general concepts, kind of starting from a more broad level, is that I think that the concepts that would support this topic that you've introduced specifically by Stryer, he talks about some of the critical research that has been done so far in terms of anti-oppressive research specifically. Um, some of the research that has been done has been focused on the systematic constraints that social workers face in building liberating agendas with clients. And then I think this topic more points to, while others concentrated on the impact of symbolic and discursive constructions on practices of oppression. And that is really the focus of my interest, is the actual discourse itself. Because when you're thinking about this specific type of violence, it can certainly be under the umbrella of intimate partner violence. But if you say, I'm going to do research more on intimate partner violence of Black lesbian survivors, you miss the specific sexual assault piece, right? And so I think another concept that I was thinking too is from Mullen's article regarding problem formulation, and that's another linchpin in my analysis of this research question, this problem, is how were things defined, right? Um, this is a paper that I actually wrote for the social justice class in the MSW program. And I did have, admittedly, time limitations as well as just resource limitations on this topic. I did, however, given the time that I have, did a pretty extensive research specifically of peer review journal articles. I did not include texts or other things or other resources. And honestly, I came up with nil regarding this specific topic. And so just how Strayer talks about the importance of, partnering with his clients. This specific research topic for me is not so much about partnering with my clients. It's more about highlighting in a case study format the fact that Black lesbian survivors of sexual violence have effectively been erased from not only the academy, in my opinion, but of the larger culture of the U.S., which I personally feel is white supremacy, capitalism. And that's on purpose for a variety of reasons, which are too much to get into in this specific video. So that was another concept that I picked up in the Mullen piece. And then I also wanted to talk about the concepts that were introduced in the Kreisig-Finn chapter, specifically on measurement in their chapter 9. So as I was going through this, I recognized that this is not a traditional research topic. This is more of a case study format. However, I did, identify that, like I said before, the existing research could be an N of question mark or 0, depending on what I find. And then my question I have, and kind of what I'm grappling with this week, is what is the intervention, right? Is the intervention to work directly with clients to come up with a better solution for Black lesbians, survivors of sexual violence? That would be one research paper. My specific area of interest is that I can't even do that because it's not even in the academy yet. So what would the intervention be, right? And if that is kind of a requirement for what we're doing here, then that would be that would be an indicator to me that I kind of need to either broaden my search or switch topics. And I'm going to definitely make an appointment with you here in the next couple of days. And I'll close with this, and then I'll go, is that my plan at this point is to structure my first assignment that's due on Sunday, regarding all of the things that I've talked to you about so far, and kind of, summarize all of this into kind of a 2-page document. And then in the meantime, I'll make an appointment with you and kind of go over in more detail my thoughts. And I would love to get your thoughts on how I might move forward with this specific topic or a related topic. So I hope you're doing great. I'm looking forward to seeing you in class tomorrow. And thank you so much again for allowing us this video format. It's fantastic. Okay, cheers. I'll talk to you later. Bye.